Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to episode number 62 here on season 1. Today we are talking about what's up with the acorns rebalancing. So, I got two different questions because of my last video, which was like about acorns rebalancing. You could check that out up there in the corner. But the first one comes with Brian Lloyd, who asks, do you need to wait a year from the last time your account was rebalanced or changed, or can it be changed as much as you want after you've had the Acorn account for at least 1 year? So I think that that's a misconception on like rebalancing, because this one was posted on why I changed my Acorns portfolio. The first question is, do you have to wait a year before you can rebalance? No, you don't have to wait an entire year before your account can be rebalanced. You can honestly rebalance whenever you want. You just go in and change your portfolio and it'll rebalance it for you. However, it's not recommended because then you're buying stocks at a different price and selling stocks at an earlier price. So the whole idea behind Acorns is that over the long course of like 5, 10, 15, 35 years is that you're going to see a trend of continuing to go up. Well, if you lock in at that first price, you're going to get a better return going on. But if you continue to rebalance, so you're going to sell shares and you're going to buy it back at that price, sell shares, buying it back at that price. So you're going to lose this rate of return. So that's why they say leave your account for as long as you can before you have to rebalance. The reason why I recommend a year is because you want to hold stocks. So ETFs is what you're investing in. You want to hold those ETFs for a year so that you're not paying a higher tax on the capital gains that you made off of those ETFs. So that's why I say wait a year before you rebalance. However, I didn't wait a year because I was like, you know what, my aggressive account is way too risky, so I changed it to a moderately aggressive account. Now I'm waiting a year and to rebalance back to a moderate account because I need more of my money in bonds. So, and then the second part of the question is, can it be changed as much as you want after the first year? So yeah, it can be changed whenever you want. It doesn't matter. You can change it whenever you want. You don't even have to wait a year. So I hope that answers your question, Brian. Also, Acorns will change it for you. They will change it at 5%. So say your ETF goes up 5% or it goes down 5%. They'll sell at 5% up and take that money and put it into the other ETFs. If it goes down by 5%, they'll sell other ETFs and put it into that ETF. So that's what rebalancing is. They also rebalance when you deposit money into the account. So if you deposit like $20 a week, they'll take that $20 a week and say one is like a little bit lower, like 2% down. They'll take most of that and put it just into that account. And that'll bring it back up to where it's supposed to be at. So they do rebalance just based upon like your auto deposits as well as like your roundups and that kind of thing as well. So, and the next one comes from Mzox210, and he asks, do they email you about it or do they just do it? I believe, and I tried to answer this in the comments, but I guess I wasn't unclear. So my Acorns account is hooked up to my student email, so that way I can get a discount. However, unfortunately, when I went back to look like 3 days ago, my entire email, like all my emails on that account have been deleted because I don't know why, but that's just what student emails do sometimes. Maybe they cleared the account to reset. I don't know. So I literally have no emails on there anymore. So I was trying to check to see if I got notified because it was like 6 months ago that I rebalanced. I want to say that they will email you. It would be the like responsible, and I could not imagine Acorns not notifying you when something happens with your account. So it's a safe bet. I'm going to go ahead and say that they will email you about your account being rebalanced. But unfortunately, they also just do it too. So it's like they notify you, but you can't say like, no, I don't want my account rebalanced. They're just automatically going to do it when that's what you signed up for. That's one of the perks that you signed up for is the rebalancing of your account. So don't worry about it. It's just part of the process. They'll go ahead and do it for you. You don't have to like worry about it. They just continue to do it. And it's normal. It's all computer automated, so don't worry about it. What it's going to do is help you get bigger returns later on. So, anyways, I hope that answers those two questions about like what is rebalancing. I want to kind of take a little curveball into why it's so important, and I did dive into this on my other one where I talked about rebalancing. But basically, if a stock was to get up 25 or 5% and they take it and sell it and put it into corporate bonds, that basically is going to hold your money and draw interest on it. And then when that stock goes back down, because the way that the trend goes, so it goes up and then it's going to drop 5% or whatever, then they'll take it, put it back in there, boom, you get more money. Same thing, boom, get more money, boom, get more money. So you, in essence, what they're predicting is that you're going to get a bigger return off of rebalancing and that kind of thing, instead of just leaving your money set in that certain ETF for like the next 35 years. So that's all I'm saying, and that's why I think rebalancing any account is pretty important. However, let's go ahead and dive into the question of the day. The question of the day is, how does a bird's nest stick to the tree and not fall out? In parentheses, or in whatever, parentheses, especially when the tree sways in the wind. You know, first of all, if you notice anything about wood, like they build them out of like sticks and that kind of stuff, those actually get lodged in like the V's and that kind of stuff. So like really the bark and the sticks that they make it out of really get lodged in there. And I have seen some nests that because of the strong winds come, they do blow out the trees, but because the way that they make them, wood expands, especially the smaller pieces of wood, expands a lot faster than the big pieces. So you're going to get a lot of friction, and friction is what keeps it in there. And also because it continues to get wedged in there because of gravity. So you're gonna see a lot of birds' nests just stay in the trees because of that reason. Anyways, like I always say, if you guys have any questions about Stash, Acorns, Robinhood, feel free to post it down below. I do also cover general investing advice as well as business, Etsy, and coaching. But those are, few and far between. So until next time, don't forget to subscribe up here and check out how do I keep an 8% return on my Acorns portfolio. And then check out this other video right about here. And until next time, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it.